What's going on, everyone? I'm Heath from Host of Horrors, and I just got done watching Marry Me, the Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson starring rom-com directed by COIRO. Now, going into this movie, I had such low expectations. I thought it looked like a mid-2000s rom-com just made in 2022, and it just did not seem like something I was going to enjoy. Luckily, I was pleasantly surprised. It is actually pretty decent. It's not a bad little film. Yes, the plot is nonsensical and stupid, and it really is something that you would expect to come out in mid-2000s. But the way COIRO handles it is actually really, really cute. And the dialogue and the relationship that J-Lo and Owen have together is realistic. It's kind of endearing. So the plot is that J-Lo is getting married to some singer dickbag named Bastian, and they come out with this duet called Marry Me, and it's taking the world by storm, and everybody loves the song, and they're gonna sing it and perform it in front of millions of people and get married right then and there. Well, of course, dickbag gets caught cheating on her. So in the middle of the concert, instead of going through with the ceremony, she basically calls out dickbag and finds Owen Wilson, who is a single dad. I don't know if he's recently divorced, but he's divorced from his previous wife, and he's basically this boring average Joe. And his daughter just he really just wants to prove to his daughter that he's fun, that he's cool. So he takes her and his best friend, Sarah Silverman, which, thank God, Sarah Silverman is in this movie because she is a national treasure and deserves to be in everything. So J-Lo points him out in the crowd because he's holding the Marry Me sign, and instead of marrying dickbag, she marries Owen Wilson, who, because he feels sorry for her, goes up there and they go through with the ceremony. They get married, which leads to probably the only funny line in the entire movie, where Bastian calls Jennifer Lopez out and is like, "Are you serious? You'd rather marry some random fan than me?" And Owen Wilson's like, "Look, dude, I'm not even a fan." Well, considering we just kissed, I mean, I am now, but look, dude. So that was kind of funny, but it's the only funny part. There's actually, for it being a rom-com, it's not funny at all. It's actually, the humor that is in it is so awkward. It's the equivalent of dad jokes, only where dad jokes are so stupid you kind of want to laugh. This is just embarrassingly mediocre. So didn't really do the com part in the rom-com, but everything else is okay because it's actually really, really, really cute. It's a cute little film. So they basically go through with the wedding just for appearances because Jimmy Fallon is making fun of her. A bunch of people on those stupid little celebrity talk show things that are popular that keep making fun of Jennifer Lopez's character because of the rash decision that she made. And basically, instead of just saying, yeah, I was having a mental breakdown and did something out of impulse, she tries to convince the world that this relationship, this marriage is real, and even though it was on impulse, we're going to try and make it work out. Essentially, she doesn't want to be made fun of by dickbag Jimmy Fallon, which I have to say, this movie made me realize I don't like Jimmy Fallon. I don't know why. I don't know if it's his face. I don't know if it's his humor. I don't know if he's got this awkward way of making fun of celebrities. There's something about him. I don't like him. And this movie made me realize that. So, thank you, movie. So anyway, they keep up appearances, but as they keep up appearances, they realize they actually really like each other. They have cute little moments, and they end up hooking up together, and they actually have a nice, sweet little relationship. But then Dickbag comes back in the picture, tells J-Lo that her and his song, Marry Me, is being nominated for a Grammy, and that people want to see them perform it one last time at least. And J-Lo, out of hesitation, she doesn't want to do it at first, but it takes Owen Wilson convincing her to do it. But after he kind of pushes her hesitantly, I say push her, but he was very hesitant because he's worried she's going to go back to Dickbag because, I mean, he's basic as fuck Owen Wilson. But at the same time, dude, you're Owen Wilson. You're like adorable. So he convinces her to, do the song, go perform it, which she does. They have their basic third act breakup where after performing the song, after old boy Dickbag writes a song about forgiveness and second chances, Owen kind of looks at her and realizes that their worlds are just too different and they just can't make it work, and she belongs or she deserves to belong in the high society where he could never give her what Dickbag could give her. Yada, yada, yada. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. They break up. Then she writes a song about, I don't even remember. It was some kind of song, but it was written for Owen. The songs in this movie suck. God, they suck. I mean, it's just basic ass pop. It's fucking terrible. The one realistic thing about the plot to this movie is the fact that the Grammys would nominate a song so fucking bad as Marry Me. That just, I can honestly see them doing that in real life. I really can, and that is sad, because Marry Me sucks. It was really bad. I mean, really, 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 really bad. So anyway, after the third act breakup, she has her third act epiphany, where she realizes, no, I don't love you, Sebastian, and fuck you, Jimmy Fallon, and I'm out of this shit, and I'm going to see my lovey-dovey average Joe at his mathalon. And yeah, that's it. They make it to the mathalon where the kids don't win. I do appreciate that. They don't allow the kids to win. They actually lose. There's like this whole thing about Owen Wilson's daughter choking at the last mathalon, and she was worried about that. And J-Lo helps her out about just focus on something else like dancing. And she does that, but of course takes way too much time doing it, and time limits up. So the kids don't win, which I appreciate that. Don't know why I appreciate that, but I kind of do. But then you have your final act. They're back together thing, and that's the basic movie. That's it. I mean, you got basic plot with strong acting and directed in a realistic way. The comedy is not really there, but that's overshadowed by how cute the film is. The songs are fucking terrible. I mean, the songs are really, really bad. And it's a little hard to ignore, not gonna lie. But for a plot that should have came out in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, and instead it came out in 2022, I think they handled it pretty well. And I was actually thoroughly surprised at how much I enjoyed watching it. I probably will never watch it again because it's just not my cup of tea, but it wasn't the dumpster fire that I thought it was going to be. So overall, I'd probably give this a average 3 stars. It's better than basic, so I'm not going to give it 2.5, but it's not that great. So 3 stars is where it's going to be. It's worth checking out. If you like rom-coms, this is actually one of the better ones that have come out in a really long time. So yeah, it's in theaters right now. It's on Peacock. You can stream it on Peacock at home if you want to. I suggest supporting your theaters, but I know with the way things are going on right now, it's kind of hard to get out, or the want to get out just isn't there. So I get it. But yeah, you should check this movie out at least once. It ain't that bad. Could have been worse. I really thought it was going to be worse, but ain't that bad. Anyway, speaking of checking things out, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, check out our playlist of parking lot reviews where we discuss movies just like I did right here. We also have full-length episodes of our Host of Horror podcast here on YouTube. It's also on Spotify. It's also on the Apples. We got the social medias. You should check us out. But anyway, I have been Heath. This has been a parking lot review. And until next time, see ya.